My people. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Monnaj. People are so desperate nowadays to travel. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Everybody wants to run away from their country for a better life. But before you run away from your country for a better life, or before a friend comes to you to tell you that, oh, let's go to this place, I heard there's this opportunity, check your facts, do your research. Don't leave your country based on what your friend is telling you. Some of those people abroad, they don't have a job. They're not doing anything. Either they're doing sex trafficking, or they're into other things, men or women. Once a friend asks you to come, you pay your way to go, you're going to end up doing the same thing. Same thing in Dubai. When I went to Dubai 2023, you see girls in the street, the homeless that are in the streets, half of them, I would say 80%, 90%, they're Africans. All because we want to leave our country. Africa is too difficult. Africa is too hard. I do understand that. But I would rather go through a lot in my own country, where I will still be able to feed myself in my auntie place or friend place or wherever, than going to a country where I know nobody, end up sleeping behind a building on the ground. And that's what happening in Dubai. I know a few years ago, my own Liberian people, they like to do too much of everything. Everybody wants to go to Dubai. They don't even have the slightest idea of what's happening there. People call them, tell them nonsense story, and they're ready to fly. I know a lot of people who are stuck in Dubai. A lot. And if you see a line, call other people and ask them. Don't be so desperate to travel and you find yourself in some deep shit. That's the honest truth. They are going through hell. Women are sleeping with those nasty Arabic men for money. And they can still come up with the money for them to be able to leave that country. Some of them are homeless. Honestly, they have a park over there. I think the year that I went there, they were renovating the park and they were like driving everybody out. And that's where most of the Africans used to sleep. And I'm sure some of them are still there, like right in the open. That's where they braid hair. That's where they sleep. Literally do everything over there. Why leave your country to go through that in the name of I'm in abroad? Because nobody is seeing you, but you're going through hell. I went to Dubai. I've seen it myself. Same thing when I went to India. A lot of females, they're stuck over there. They don't have the money to buy their ticket to go back into their country. Some of them do want to return, but you remember everything you have to consider: renewing your visa, getting your passport right, and make sure you're not in overstay. And some of them, they're in overstay for like 10 years, 7 years, 4 years. Do you know how much is that? They can't come up with that money. They cannot renew their visa. So they're stuck. There's nothing they can do. Stuck in that country, especially those girls sleeping with those old Arabic, ugly Indian men or Arabic men for the little of nothing. I met this fine young girl from Sierra Leone in India. When she told me her story, one of her mom, I don't know, mom friend or auntie introduced this lady to her, that this lady is in India helping girls to go to school. She has a braiding shop, doing all these things. So she was willing to help, I guess, those people back home, their children, to leave Africa or to leave Sierra Leone, to go to India. I think she was like 18, because when I met her, she was 20. She was just turning 21. So they sent her when she was 18. Guess what happened when she got to India? The lady seized her passport, that she had to start sex trafficking. Because the little girl refused, they took her passport for 3 years. So the 3 years, this girl been sleeping with men in order for her to pay this woman back. And that's the condition they gave her. In order to give her passport, she had to pay the money I guess they spent for her to get to India. This thing is happening everywhere. It's happening to men, boys as well, especially those boys that live in that country going to play soccer. It's happening to them. Those Asia country, those people are wicked. Indonesia, it happened. I can tell you a friend, like I'm not just saying things, I speak with evidence. And people who I know that have been through it, they tell me the story. And some that I've seen myself. Indonesia, those who've been in Indonesia, those football players, you ask them, some of them, they had to sleep with those old money for money in order for them to survive in that country. So before guys, before you leave your country, get your facts together. You'll start being so desperate to travel. When the time is right, trust you will travel with no problems. It's better that way. And I came across a video this morning. That's what actually prompted me to make this short clip. Those Liberians who were in Nigeria, they told them they was gonna send them to Australia. Are you serious? Do you know how much it costs to get to Australia? So the little money that they pay for them to go to Nigeria, after Nigeria, they're gonna process their documents in Nigeria and then send them to Australia. Like it was that easy. If it was that easy, would anybody be in Nigeria? No. Y'all start acting like y'all have some sense. If going to Australia was that easy, there'll be nobody in Nigeria. See those people from Ivory Coast, from Liberia, Guinea. Are y'all really serious? That 900, one boy said he paid you 900. That 900 your family was able to raise for you to get to those people in Nigeria. Use that and start a business. And come up with a lie. Tell your family that you want to do this. When they give you the money, start a business. They will appreciate you later. But those are our parents. If you say you want to start a business too, I know they won't help. But they just want to hear travel. Where is your child going? Where you sending your brother, your sister? Or you just want to come up with the money for them to go because you heard the word Australia. Y'all need to stop. And another thing, half of those people that are traveling, some of them are stuck in some of those airports. The airport we see will travel in and out, in and out. Many things are happening within those airports. A lot of Africans are being detained. They are being detained in those airports. Even my friend can tell you a story. Maybe in the future, right? I will bring him for him himself to testify what happens in those airports. Some of them have a visa. Some of them they deny them of entrance. And guess what? When they deny you of entrance, what happened? They cannot just send you back. They will hold you there. You will have to come up with your ticket money to travel back. And half of them don't have the money to travel back. Some of your family members, they are stuck within those airports. So if your family member travel, your brother, sister, auntie, nephew, cousin, travel months ago, years ago, you don't hear from them. It's not because they have forgotten you. Some of them are stuck within those airports. It happened a few years ago and it's still happening, especially in what is it, the Philippines. I know years ago they were able, like from Canada, they were going within airports recruiting workers. So some of those people were lucky to be taken to Canada. Other than that, your family members they're stuck within those airports. Y'all cool down with this traveling thing. When the time is right, you will travel. Stop wasting your money, your time, your energy in some of those stories that you're spending money on that they're not making any sense. If you haven't heard from any of your family member for a very long time, or your friend who had traveled for a very long time, anybody else or everybody else don't know their whereabouts, some of them they're stuck within an airport. I don't know where. You know where they were going, but you need to check. And secondly, don't go into another person's country and suffer until you die. Some of them are in jail. Some of them are prostitutes. They're getting sick. And that's a scary thing. I met a Sierra Leonean, another girl, who almost tried to set us up because I wanted to go look for food. Y'all know my food business is too hard. And this girl said she knows someone, knows somewhere they have a Nigerian restaurant where we can buy food in India actually. But this girl is sick, and now she's trying to raise money to go back to Sierra Leone. And guess what? When she gets to Sierra Leone, she's gonna start sleeping with those people. She is sick. I don't know what she has exactly, if it's STD or HIV. But when you see your video that she was showing me, then and now, I don't know if it's HIV though. Uh-huh. And now she's raising money to go back to Africa. That's disease she going with. We gotta be careful, extremely careful. If you cannot sustain yourself in another man country, stay within your country. Nobody is forcing you out of your own country. Or if you just like to suffer, you want to leave Africa because Africa is so difficult, Africa is so hard, and nothing is working out, and you feel like going somewhere else where your struggle will be 5 times than what you were going through before, then be my guest. But my brothers, my sister, I'm urging everybody, take your time. Start making decisions based on what someone tells you. People keep taking your money just because you're so desperate to travel. Me, I don't like to sugarcoat anything. If you have too much money, invest it. When the time is right, you will travel, and I'll keep playing DV until it is your time. When it's your time, it will happen. But anyway, guys, with that being said, that's all I have. All my African people, y'all take cautious, slow down on this traveling thing. At the right time, it's gonna happen. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching my video. Until then, bye.